Hello, my dear friends. This is Rabbi Aharon Dobinsky coming to you today from the holy city of Jerusalem, Israel. Beautiful day today. It's Elul, the Hebrew month of Elul. And we're told in Elul that the king is in the field. The reference is to Hashem himself and says he's in the field. Why is he in the field? Why do we say this? Well, it's to indicate that he's closer to us than ever before. He's more approachable to us than ever before, right before the time when we want to be closest to him, which is Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, Sukkot, Atzeres, Torah, all the big holidays, right, coming up. So we want to be closer to him. So the question is, can we be closer to him? Or does he want us to be closer to him? And the answer is he wants us to be closer to him. He has put it together because he wants us to approach him. Now is the time. Now is the time to say, my Father, I'm sorry that I did this. I know I could have done better at that. Whatever it is we have done over the past is forgivable as long as we acknowledge the fact that we have made a mistake and we're now going to rectify that mistake and we're going to do better from here on out. How do I know, how do we know that he really wants us to approach him? He desires that we approach him. Well, it's clear ever since the beginning of Torah. In the beginning, when Adam was put into the garden had basically a situation where seeds were planted, and Adam had to pray for rain. Why? Because Hashem wants mankind to be his partner in creation of everything. He wants us to be his partner. Why? So there's no what you could call bread of shame. It's a situation where we're not getting something for doing nothing, so we can feel better about ourselves. It's about us. It's not about him. It's about us. He doesn't need us to do this. He gives us the ability to do this so that we can feel better about ourselves. And the fact is, this pattern repeats itself over and over and over again. As a matter of fact, this week, last week's Parsha, gave us a perfect opportunity to see what we're supposed to be doing. Now, you remember in the Ten Commandments, just to step back a little bit, it tells us to honor our fathers and our mothers. Why? Most of the things, it doesn't say don't kill because, don't steal because. But this one, it gives you a reason. The reason is so that your days will be longer on the face of the earth that Hashem has given to you. Again, our benefit. It doesn't benefit him, it benefits us. This is done for us. And this week, the last couple of weeks of Torah portions has given us an indication of what we can do to get closer to Hashem. Just remember, we had mishpatim. You know, shall put policemen and judges at your doors. And of course, we know it's not just your physical doors. And yes, that's also very important, but it's the 7 doors on your face: 2 nostrils, 2 ears, 2 eyes, and 1 mouth. 7. Those are the portals we need to be sacrosanct and guarding. We've got to guard these places. It's extremely important because what we let in or what we let out impacts us directly on a direct basis. So we should know this is something that we have to do. It's very important for us. The week before that, we were told, I give you this day. Look, I give you this day choice of good or evil, of life and death. Choose life. Choose good. That's what he wants us to do. But he lets us know there's always that choice to us. We can go either way on any of these things. We can go either way. He wants us to come back to him. And now here we are coming into Elul. The king is in the field. What are we going to do? We're going to come to him. Well, last week's Parsha gave us a really good idea as to what's going on. It told us you should do this, you can't do this, this is an abomination, this is bad, this is good, this is bad, this is good. Do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that. We're given a who's who of what we need to do. And we need to take this very, very seriously. It puts us in a position where we should be able to walk now into the field, looking for Hashem and say, my Father, these are problems. I missed this one. I missed that one. I missed this one. I missed that one. I'm so sorry. I want your forgiveness. Please forgive me. I will try not to ever do this again. I will try to lead a better life. It has given us a template, like we talk about all the time. It tells us what we need to do. It's given us literally a laundry list of things we need to look at. Did we do this? Did we do that? Did we not do this? Did we not do that? Now we have the way to go. So now we can approach our Father, our King, which is what we call him on the on the holidays, our Father King, and say, our Father, our King, we messed up. We can do better. Please give us a chance. Yeah, I know we've said this before. When did we say this before? Oh, yes, we said this last year, and the year before, and possibly the year before, and the year before, and the year before, ad nauseum. Because we say these things, we don't always mean them. This time, I implore you, my friends, it's time to take them seriously. It's time to look at where our faults lie, the things that we do that are wrong, the things we don't do, things that are important to do that we do not do. We need to do them properly. I hear people all the time. I'm a good Jew because I do this and I do this and I do this. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Anything you do is better than if you did nothing. That's great. However, and when I tell you however, something important is about to come up. However, we need to make a better effort. We need to remember the promises we make. We don't need to remember the pledges that we take. We need to take what we're saying internally, internalize it, and make sure that it's part of our actions as we go forward in this coming year. The King is in the field. He's there because he wants to hear from us. He wants us to approach him. He asked for us to approach him. He asked for us to approach when we first got the earth full of plants and vegetation back to the time of Adam. He wants us to approach at the time of the Ten Commandments again and again. And even this week, let's go a little step further. Everything that he gives us has a reason why. It's always the same reason, basically. And that reason is so that our lives will be better, the quality of our lives will be better, the life we live, the people that we touch, their lives will be better, to bring us to a better world. And that's what we need to be doing. Because if you look at the world right now, it's a mess. I mean, it's a mess. I don't care where you live on the globe, it's a mess. It needs to be fixed, it needs to be corrected. And yes, we can ask him for his help in this. But the fact of the matter is, we spilt the milk. Now we have to clean it up. We made the mistakes. We put the wrong people in charge. We didn't protest enough when they made the wrong decisions. And now it's up to us. So even in a secular world, we have to be part of it because it's for our own best interest. It's for our good that these things are done. He keeps telling us, do this because it's in your best interest. Do this so that you could live a better life. Do this so everything will be better for you. He doesn't need to make things better for him. He can make anything he wants for him. Life is good for Hashem. He can do anything. But we are his children. And just like any parent wants the best for their children, he wants what's best for us. So here we are in Elul. The King is in the field. Are we going to approach? Are we going to say, my Father, my King, I'm sorry for the mistakes I made. Please forgive me. I'm going to do better in the future. I promise to do better. And then follow through on that promise? Are we going to do that? Are we going to just let another Elul pass, another Rosh Hashanah, and wonder why things aren't working out the way we'd like them to work out? Now, don't get me wrong. We don't do mitzvot, so we get stuff. A lot of people say, well, I don't understand this. I had this horrible situation. I don't get it. I was always been a good person. I think Hashem owes me better than this. Well, let me set your mind at rest. Hashem doesn't owe any of us anything. He gives us life. He gives us a world to live in. He gives us the ability to eat and stay alive. Every morning when you wake up and you say, Modeh ani lefanecha, you say, thank you for letting me wake up this morning. That's what he gives us. He doesn't owe us anything beyond that. That is enough. That is great. He gives us all the potential. How we use it, my friends, is up to us. So remember this year, when the king is in the field, which is right now up until Rosh Hashanah, it's time to approach Hashem honestly and from our heart to say, my Father, my King, I have sinned, I've done this, I've done that, I forgot to do this, I forgot to do that. I am so sorry, please forgive me. I will do better this year and make that pledge a pledge that we will keep. Be well, my friends. God bless. Have a great year this year.